Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick?
A little bit of everything. What if I was looking for information?
Do you want information? Go read a book. You want a drink? Talk to Madame Sauvage. That's how things work in my place.
Show me a menu.
Of course, of course. Anything for my special new customer.
Tell
Pull
me,
up a chair and have a drink.
what's in velocity?
On my home planet, we have beautiful beaches. And during certain times of the year, the ocean lights up in beautiful spectrums of color. Now, science will tell you that this is from tiny microscopic organisms that are emitting bioluminescent light. But I believe it's so much more. I think it's a dance, a celebration. It's nature's way of giving thanks to the sun for nourishment. It's breathtaking. That is the essence of velocity. It's a toast to nature and all its splendid wonders. A sudden merger of humankind to the cosmos.
And how'd you end up opening a bar here?
Unfortunately, that will have to remain my secret for now. It's safe if the identities of the involved parties remain anonymous. Let's just say I was owed a substantial debt, and the bar was how I got paid, and leave it at that.
Interesting. And I assume I can't purchase Aurora here.
Administrator Bayou has forbidden any place other than the Astral Lounge from selling Aurora. Now, if Euphorica wants to sell it in their members' lounge, or Legrand wants to mix it into blend, that's their choice. Moi? I prefer to stay off of Bayou's radar and keep Neon security off my back.
What would you think about a cross-promotion opportunity?
Thanks for the offer, I guess, but I'm not interested.
Are you sure?
Sorry, but I'm not interested.
Well, I thought I'd ask. Thank you.
À tout à l'heure.
What's your deal?
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Well,
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it?
technically I bothered her, but that's fine. If you're trying to scare me, you're failing badly.
Yeah, back in the day, you would never. Ugh. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is.
What are the disciples to you?
I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the disciples? Psh, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined.
Oh, you sound so much better. Tell me about yourself.
We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the disciples. Now look at us.
The disciples sound terrible. Who's in charge of the Strikers?
So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers.
Do I get one of those coats? I've always wanted to be in a gang.
Well, ain't you gung-ho? This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
Hey, Miguel. Here's that red you wanted.
Did you get that red? If not, I'll just get one when the room stops spinning.
I think you should slow down.
What? We can't stop now. We're just getting started.
Don't worry, my man. I'll grab us a couple reds later.
This
There you
guy's
go.
amazing.
Killing people around here anymore?
You ready to try Aurora now?
I think so. The march to war is upon us. The klaxons are sounding, the banners are waving, and we'll be storming the gates of the Astral Lounge any day now. But first, another velocity. We're gonna need to eradicate a few more brain cells before I'm convinced this is a good idea.
All right.
See you
Enjoy.
around.
Big business up here.
You want to join us? We're a gang. You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill, if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested?
I need to know more first.
That's smart. Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different is we're family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do.
And you keep the gang from killing people?
Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to.
Well, sign me up.
Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers?
No offense, but I'm smarter and more competent than anyone you got.
Confident. I like it. You know your own worth. Done anything special? Something that might impress us?
Don't tell anyone, but I'm the Mantis.
Sure you are. Just don't tell Hatchet that. That girl worships the Mantis. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test.
Of course there is.
You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware.
And I really need to take this test?
If you're a striker, it means the Disciples are going to come after you hard. But you do this, we know you can hack it, and you're willing to risk your neck.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna end some Disciples.
We're fully in alignment there.
Joining a street gang was not something I felt we needed to do today, but so be it.
There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make them pay.
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them, ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
Well, alright then.
This place is like my second home.
Sauvages. Nice. The Astral Lounge got you down.
Back off.
Make me.
No funny business.
You look like somebody I need to talk to.
And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in?
You need to leave the Emporium alone.
Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you.
What gang were you in before you joined Sioka?
The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. Clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them.
Maybe they were just sick of you and wanted you to leave.
Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through a tube. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone.
Why'd the Sioka recruit you?
They realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm one of their best guys. I'm tough, dependable, and I make a lot of money for the Syndicate.
Do you now? Or maybe they just think you're expendable muscle.
You asshole. I told you I'm not someone to mess with. You should have showed a little respect.
Damn recruits! Not worth dying for this shit! You should have fought harder. Profit is never necessarily the aim, but if there is something worth taking...
There's always something worth taking. Something tells me there won't be any repercussions for that. wash it all down with a little alien broth. Actually, I'm gonna wash it down with something else. How about some alien tea instead? For some reason, people think that they can take me. I don't understand it.
Now you'll see why people
for it.
fear us. Take them down. Ah! Ah! Ah!
You Felix?
You were awesome! Did you see yourself? Those Seoka Syndicate freaks had no chance! Yannick came through! That asshole rescued his boy! Tell him I won't forget, we are tight!
Why was the Syndicate gunning for you?
Like I have any goddamn idea? But they'll regret messing with Yannick, yeah?
Uh-huh. Look, Yannick's operation is in trouble. You should get off-world. For your own safety.
What? Yannick's firing me? That's what this is? Off-world? Just pack up and go? No, that can't be right. I mean, Yannick screwed without me. We had big plans. Big! Tell you what. Screw Yannick. I hope the Syndicate string him up and execute the bastard. And screw you too. Yeah.
You understand that I'm trying to save your life, right?
Oh, I feel so honored to know you and how you're saving me from my own damn life.
Just go so I don't have to kill you.
You expect me to just... I mean, after what you did to all the... All right! Sheesh. I'm leaving. Tell Yannick I'll miss him. Or maybe not.
I mean, honestly, leaving somebody like that alive is probably going to hurt somebody in the long run, but My wife doesn't like purely indiscriminate murder, so, you know, it felt like the right decision with her there. Not that it wasn't a morally right decision, but I think we all know by now I don't make choices based on morality. Most of my choices are made based on credits.
You can't succeed at that before we are discovered.
Not sure there's anybody up here to discover. Huh! Sometimes it's fun to just explore. Oh, hey, my ship.
Do remember that ammunition is not free.
Okay, sounds good.
Chunks, chunks, chunks.
Welcome to Thanks for Choosing Chunks. Which chunks would you like today?
All of them.
Great. What can I get for you?
Thank you.
Chunks, come in today and choose your chunks.
Hello, love.
Can I tell you something?
I do not know. Can you?
You are without question the best thing that's ever happened to me.
You have quite an effect on me, you know.
Can you wait here a moment? I want to do this without any chances.
I will keep watch from here.
Thanks, babe.
We should move on, if there's nothing worth taking. I was just thinking about you.
And I the same. Let's get moving, babe.
Yes, let's.
Babe? Eh.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time, I think I'm going to lose it.
Are you ready to feel euphorica?
I passed by the
Okay,
store today,
let's
boss.
settle this
Your
once
tag's
and for
still
all.
on it.
Velocity or chimera?
Gonna stay that way.
You kidding? Chimera, all day. Why do you think I'm here?
I don't know.
Hello.
Chimera's an
Excuse me, I don't suppose you're looking for a robotics expert, are you? I have a vested interest in getting out of Neon.
Third velocity, and you're out cold. By the
Tell me
third
more about your
chimera, you're
skills.
floating up.
I have a good deal of experience with machines, especially robots. I'm also an expert in the manufacture of certain chemical substances, but I guarantee I'll figure out whatever job you give me, even if I've never done it before. I've got a good head on my shoulders.
Alright. I'm happy to help.
You're a real lifesaver, boss. Thanks. There's just one thing to discuss before I sign on. I'm conducting some independent research in the space lanes. I won't let it interfere with my duties, but I refuse to give it up while I'm working on your crew. Is that gonna be a problem?
I don't see why not. What type of research?
Let's call it colony war history. I'm not comfortable saying any more right now. Can't trust anyone these days, you know?
You should be right at home on my ship.
Good to know I'll be traveling with a fellow intellectual. Scientific curiosity looks good on you, hon. Oh, and don't bother draining your pockets for my salary. I don't really need the money, just the job.
Well, if you really mean that, let's talk about that salary.
That depends. What can you offer?
I'm sure we can work something out.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm not taking this job for money. I'll work for a dozen rusty credits as long as I'm able to continue my research.
Then, welcome aboard.
Whew, that is a relief. I can't wait to get out of this city.
Okay, so I can't assign anyone. I can't assign this Danny to either location. So I have to unassign somebody from one of them. The irony is I can't unassign Sarah from the ship either. You know... As much as I love having Sam on the ship for Cora... Oh, you know, I don't think I should inflict Mickey on anyone. Why don't we unassign Mickey? And we'll send our latest resident to the outpost. Because, honestly, I want to keep everybody else. Yeah, I definitely want to keep Adrian with me. I could send Marika. You know, let's see how Danny fares in favor of Marika. And I'll have to build another outpost so that I can start sending people to a secondary outpost.
I owe you a favor. Don't think I'll forget it. See you out there, boss.
I won't forget it.
Micah knows how to make a drink.
Micah.
Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace.
I'm actually looking for Ayumi Komiko.
No, not this again. You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her?
I have some documents for her to sign. Why do you care so much?
Not that it's any of your business, but we're very close. We're in love. I refuse to let anything bad happen to her, no matter how much trouble she's gotten herself into.
Well, she's an old friend. We go way back.
No way. You're going to have to try better than that. You debt collectors are low-life assholes. She's broke, okay? Now get out of my club before I get really pissed off and have you thrown into the street.
I suspect I would enjoy the attempt much more than you would.
Who's gonna throw me out? You?
When I need the trash taken out, I call the strikers. They take care of the garbage around here. So unless you want to deal with the toughest gang in Ebside, I'd suggest you leave. Now.
Well, I'd suggest you pay attention. I'm not a debt collector. I'm with the Crimson Fleet.
The Crimson Fleet? Oh my, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I didn't mean anything by it, really. Sorry, well, I worry about her. Ayumi owes a lot of money around town. I'm trying to help her out, but, you know, I have a business to keep afloat. If you want to talk to her, you can find her in the members' lounge. Of course, access to the lounge is going to cost you, and I'm not changing my mind about that.
Well, what are the perks?
Not only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items.
Sounds good. I'd like access.
Excellent. Then here is your access key. Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort.
I'm looking for some information about a slate belonging to Borealis.
I see. I'd be willing to divulge this information for the right price.
How do I know the information's good?
Because when you work the bar, your clients tend to be more honest than they'd like to be. And besides, information isn't a drink that you can sample.
Why should I pay?
When clients come to my bar, they expect a certain amount of discretion. Eroding their trust is not something I'm willing to do for free.
I like the mercenary spirit. Here's your pay.
Thank you for your business. The man you want goes by the name of Stratos. You'll find him at Madame Savage's. He's what you would call a fan of Miss Borealis's works. Or maybe fanatic is a more accurate term. Either way, he's the one you want. But you didn't hear it from me.
Absolutely not. Have you considered a cross-promotion opportunity?
No, thank you. I'm not interested.
What drink do you recommend?
Of course, I recommend our house specialty, the Chimera. It's a unique triple-layer drink that I believe you'll find quite delightful. It consists of mild cold soju on the top, a thin layer of fruit liqueur in the middle, and a strong dark soju at the bottom. The initial mildness of Chimera slowly warms the senses, which rapidly transitions into a sudden burst of sweetness from the fruit liqueur. This sweetness braces the palate for the impact of the much stronger, robust finish. It's a drink of my own design.
What kind of person would you say Stratus is?
He's one of the usual lowlifes you'll find at Madame Savage's. He's also a very fervent admirer of Miss Borealis and her work. It wouldn't surprise me if that admiration extended to her possessions. For fans like him, trinkets and mementos are a way to get closer to the one they admire. Fallen stardust.
What drinks do you have?
We have plenty to choose from.
Well, you know me. One of everything is my specialty.
Now sit back, relax, and unwind.
Excuse me.
You must be the
if you wish to relax with some
specialty
Aurora,
dealer.
I have plenty available.
Hello there. On behalf of Euphorica, I welcome you to our members' lounge. I'll be happy to provide whatever you need from our private bar to enhance your experience. Can I get you anything? Some Aurora, perhaps?
Nothing for me right now, thanks.
Of course. No purchases are required. You're more than welcome to simply relax, absorb the energy, and center yourself. We also offer an assortment of beverages, so feel free to browse our selection anytime.
Can you tell me anything about Ayumi Komiko?
Miss Komiko is a dangerous person who's involved herself in illicit activities and associates with known criminals. She's clearly using Micah for her own nefarious purposes. Nothing would make me feel more relieved than their relationship coming to an end.
How much do you know about their relationship?
They met about a year ago when Miss Komiko visited Euphorica to purchase some Aurora. At first, they seemed very happy together, But recently, Miss Komiko's become more abrasive, and the two have been a bit distant from one another. Micah thinks they're in love, but I'm concerned that she's becoming a pawn in Miss Komiko's criminal activities. I can't bear to see Micah's heart be led astray. I trust one day she'll find a woman who will give her the love and respect that she deserves.
How do you know that Komiko's involved in these illicit activities?
It doesn't take a genius to deduce that there's some sort of illegal activity going on involving Miss Komiko and Benjamin Bayou. They've met down here in the members' lounge on more than one occasion, and frankly, they don't even attempt to be discreet about their discussions. I overheard them arguing about electrical components, delivery dates, and huge amounts of credits being split between them.
Well, with any luck, you'll be rid of her very soon.
Oh my goodness! I trust I haven't convinced you to kill her? That's not what I meant at all.
That's not what I said.
All I want is for her to be out of Micah's life, presumably by getting as far away from Neon as possible.
Let me see what you have on the menu.
Absolutely. Just remember to breathe and relax.
I mean, sure, the implication in my statement sounded like I'm gonna kill her, but I don't specifically plan to.
Peace, solace, and serenity be with you.
Can't you see I'm busy, Estelle? What do you want? I've decided to accept your offer. Let's make sure this is absolutely clear. I don't want any screw-ups. I'll provide the shipment IDs, the equipment description, and schematics, and in return, I disable the freighter, transfer the goods, and then transport it the rest of the way for final sale. You got it. Too bad your friends back at the Key don't know you're cutting them out of the deal. I wonder what they'd say if they found out. Probably the same thing your boss in the big shiny tower would say if he knew you were funneling electrical components.
It's clean.
Right. Well, we don't have to worry about that because neither of them will ever find out. Right? That's right, Toots. Let's just enjoy the credits and keep our big mouths shut. After all, it's just good business.
Komiko.
Yeah. What do you want?
Well, I need a way into the Generdyne power facility.
You must be zoned out of your mind, because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that.
Except the Crimson Fleet is asking, not me.
The Crimson Fleet, huh? This is interesting. So tell me, what does Delgado need with my pass to Generdyne?
I'm sure we can come to a financial arrangement.
No. You don't just waltz in here and throw the Crimson Fleet onto the table without giving answers. If Delgado wants in, and I'm going to put my ass on the line, I want everything out in the open.
Alright, I'm after the conduction grid.
So, let me get this straight. You want me to sneak you into Generdyne so you can steal the only profitable piece of technology the company's come up with in decades. If you expect me to take a risk like that, then it's going to cost you some major credits.
Since when do you care about taking risks?
Do you have any idea what Benjamin Bayou would do to me if he found out we were even having this conversation? If I'm going to let you into Generdyne, I need a backup plan. Namely, money to get off-world, fast. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't really have to pay you a single credit. One well-placed bomb and I could bring all of Generdyne down, but we both know the tech is worthless on planets which lack constant lightning strikes.
I see there's no fooling you. That's still worth something, though. So pay up, or no pass.
I don't have that kind of money right now. Maybe we'll talk
later.
later.
You better go find some, because this pass isn't going to come cheap.
We'll we'll see what kind of evidence there is to potentially blackmail her. I mean, I could pay. That's no problem, but I don't wanna. Disciples!
You try anything, you're dead.
Yeah?
Epside is ours. The strikers are a bunch of babies, afraid of a little blood.
Tell me
You
something.
like art?
Sure, I like art.
Then you should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tactical. It's my best work.
And Frank at Neon Tactical would like some retribution for what you did to Styx.
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew.
So you admit to the crime. And I'm not talking about the tagging. I'm talking about trying to take stuff from the store.
Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line.
I was hoping you'd say something like that. I'm gonna get those credits from you, dead or alive.
Fine by me, punk. Let's paint the walls with your blood.
Sorry about the mess. Damn good shooting, Andresia.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
No funny business.
What would you consider what I just did?
Yeah.
You good?
If you require any aurora to enhance your experience,
That's why you do that kind of thing on the way out.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee to fish near Neon?
Wow. So my sleep crate is in the middle of the seafood market. That's amazing. I bet it's a wonderful smell. Andresia, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need some help?
I'm so behind on my work. When's the report due anyway? Good news.
This place seems pretty dangerous. Hey look, space frog. We already went into Warehouse 02. We haven't been into Warehouse 03 yet. That was a discovery class. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do this without people seeing, so let's see what happens if I do it while they're watching. It's Neon. So, you know, maybe nothing.
How quickly can you get that done?
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
for more genetic diversity in our crops. I'd hate it if a single disease wiped them all out.
Hello.
This is private property.
Heck of a day, isn't it?
As much as I love the spaceports in this game, it would have been better had they had more than 2 landing pads at almost every location that has landing pads. Especially in what is supposed to be a large city. You know, like, I'm not talking about like 10, although that would have been great. Just like 4. That way, you're on one, of course. And it would have also been nice if the one you are landing on is randomized every time, but that's a whole other thing. You take up one, and then other ships, multiple, not just one at a time, can land on the other 3. Perfect. Ah. I thought that other one was Warehouse 3. That must be specifically the Syndicate warehouse. Whoever's here, pay no attention to me wandering about your warehouse. I guess nobody's here. So, we've seen in a couple of 1, 2 encounters that this kind of thing can be utilized for, and they have buttons and other elements. And later on, you'll see that there's a tool that you keep encountering that you don't really know is a tool because it doesn't really look like anything. That can be interacted with later on for a couple of little mission-oriented things. That's what they should have had in every hab in the ship design. As an interaction point to, quote, fix the hab as you take hull damage. As a means of a little bit more survival options. An option you could turn off if you didn't want to do that, you know? That way every hab has, like, and they could put it, you know, in between where the doors are or something. So, you know, as your ship takes hull damage, you have to repair from the inside. Sort of like how you can end up taking, different status effects that will affect your maximum health. Do the same thing with ships. Your maximum ship health is affected by status effects. That's just one. Damage to the interior. And, you know, you could do it as very similar, either randomly generated or maybe like when you take X amount of damage. And you could do it real simple, right? Every ship has to have at least 2 habs. Okay? The cockpit is 1, and a hab that connects to the cockpit. Actually, that might not be true. I just thought of that. You might be able to put the... Nope, it does. It has to have 2 habs because, or the cockpit and 1 hab, because you need a docker. Every ship has to have a docker. Every ship has to have a bay to enter. You could have it all on one level. Put the bay at the back, put the cockpit at the front, put the docker on the bottom. I'm gonna design a ship like that. Anyway, the point is, however you go about it, you have to have a minimum of 1 hab and a cockpit. And what you could do is at the corners of the habs, the actual corners where each hab meets in the corner, where there's kind of nothing there. Sometimes there's a bathroom, but you could put something in the bathroom. Have a place at each corner, and in between basically each hab is a square. In between each square of a multiple location hab, like a 2x1, a 3x1, a 2x2, etc., have an interaction point. An interaction point that does nothing unless the ship is damaged. If the ship takes like X amount of hull damage, like 25%, 50%, whatever, then one of those locations lights up with little sparks and smoke. So you can see it, and then the interaction point is available to be interacted with. You interact with it, it repairs that location. That location is repaired, your maximum hull goes up. That's what I'd love to see. I don't know how well it would work with a mod, but... Alright, let's actually look at some of our things. Okay. Speak to Briggs. Okay. Distribute the flyers. Okay, I have one more to distribute. Where haven't I tried? Well, I mean, I feel like the Astral Lounge is a lost cause for trying to distribute a flyer. But I've gone to other places. Oh, you know what? I have not been to the Underbelly yet. All right, we'll wait on that one then. Return to Rennick. Oh, that's right. I didn't talk to Rennick yet. Okay. Hey, here I am.
Need a weapon? Maybe some ammo?
Warlord won't be bothering you or anyone else anymore.
Good work. I hope you made him squirm.
Technically, my wife did it, but he agreed to stop. No point in kicking someone when they're down.
No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Casual.
I'm sorry.
You know, honestly, I like the paint job on Styx currently, but hey, it's your robot. Okay. Oh. Right.
I know. Cause all she ever wanted was mine.
Saburo, the Mining League, I got a flyer for you.
Don't need it. Don't want it. Take it
Really?
somewhere else.
Even after I helped you? Wow.
Styx, how's this
Fine.
Have the credits to pay them.
That's another thing, I think should have been a thing is some quests should have been affected by other quests in a better way. Like, if you help somebody in the quest that helps them, then they should be more open-minded to being like, oh, well, since you helped me, but they don't do it that way. They just kind of... So I guess the last one will go to the Emporium. Oh, I could try Terra Brew.
I appreciate your help with this matter, but please, don't get yourself killed on my account.
Don't worry, I won't.
Be careful. Headlock is a dangerous gentleman.
No, he's not. He won't be messing with you anymore.
Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help.
How about passing that thanks along?
Oh? Well, maybe I'll give it some thought. Maybe.
Hey. At least you took the flyer.
It was good to have you in my shop. Farewell.
And there we go. Look at that. We're all friends now. All right.
UC Bash has recovered a significant amount of data stolen. What was stolen, why, and how it was
might just be
stolen are
like
all unknown at
newer
this time.
versions. Always sold.
In a press statement, Galbank acknowledged there was a data breach and reassured its customers that their accounts have not been compromised and their credits are safe.
Sure they are.
Hey there.
Saburo?
I am confident that the flyers will help my business.
We'll see. They're all out there.
Ah, thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon.
Well, it wasn't just kindness. I mean, you paid me.
Come back soon, my friend. It's always a treat to see you.
I'm interested in some...
I can never remember which side is the trade tower. Oh, did it remove?
Maybe if I try easy sleep tea.
Interesting. Okay, it's the other direction then.
Hey there.
Yannick?
Time to get blended?
No.
You deal with Felix yet? I'm sure it was a great pleasure.
How'd you end up with someone like Felix?
Not happily. Not many options. He does not hold up a candle to you.
Mm-hmm. Any idea why the Syndicate was at the warehouse?
Shit. Shit! No, I do not. But I will find out.
Well, consider him out of the picture.
You get results. Like me. Well, hopefully not too much like me, right? So, now, new business plan. Where I am the boss and you're my capable and well-rewarded underling, yeah? Yannick's blend is running low. Soon there will be angry customer, and that's bad for business. What we need is Aurora. And there's only one place to get that. Xenofresh Fisheries. Nasher worked there and had a secret contact. Even secret from me, his good friend. who supplied the Aurora.
Why didn't he tell you who the contact was?
He said he wanted to protect them, that it was safer if no one knew. No matter how I pressed him, he'd clam up. Very frustrating.
Well, I don't know how to find the contact then.
I have a plan for that. So, it is time for you to become a productive member of society and get a job at Xenofresh. And here are some superb and very legitimate credentials. And your new name is Riley Chernyshevsky. Nice to meet you, Riley. So you apply there to work in production. Oh, you know how to make amp, yes? Simple recipe. They expect applicants to know basic chemistry.
Will those credentials hold up?
Of course they will. Only the best for my junior, very junior partner. Actually associate. More like an associate, yes, that's better.
Well, I guess O'Reilly is ready for a career change.
That's very good. So you need to put on your best suit, Riley, and make a good impression. Neshar's contact should be looking for someone like you. So find them. Then we line up more Aurora and profits will flow.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, we're planning to go to the other place anyway. My delicious standard meal, alien broth and alien jerky. Why, you might ask, is that my standard meal? Because it's the first things I can eat and drink that aren't liquor.
If my shift goes long again, my girl is gonna kill me.
Do you really think Freestar and UC soldiers work together to save that research facility?
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
That
Something
thing.
I can do for you, love.
Yeah, can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Come on. Come on, you can stop. Love, stop. Oh my word. Why are you doing that anyway? You should be sitting there.
Welcome
Whatever.
to Kelt Core.
Saburo agreed to let you pay his debts.
That's fantastic. I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
You should really consider not doing that. Literally, in 2,000 hours, the first time that she's been standing there cleaning. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's one of my mods. In fact, I think I'm going to get rid of the NPCs do better mod. I don't know. We'll see. Generdyne. Let's see if we can get some blackmail on our client person. Oh.
Haven't met our CEO, Mr. Harada? Me either. He's never around.
If the gangs can keep from killing each other, I just might have a good day.
Now, I was in here before. And if this isn't her office, then where is her office? Or does she not have an office?
The way things are looking at Generdyne, might be time to polish up my resume.
There we go. Hopefully, I should have saved. I didn't. Really? No information?
Does this contain sensitive data? Valuable, perhaps?
No. It contained nothing. Hey, I got a question for you.
Hey, I still have that full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayu. Do you think I should send it or not?
I mean, if you're worried about the company, then you should send the report.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I can't allow Brayson to run this company into the ground. Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask.
Mind if I ask you some questions about Ayumi?
As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble. Ask away.
Do you suspect she's involved in anything illegal?
Whoa. Okay, that's crossing the line. I can't discuss company matters like this.
Nobody will ever know you told me. I promise.
No, I can't.
Sure you
Sorry. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayu. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayu stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all her meetings in her safe. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell anyone I helped, okay?
If you're so nervous about being involved, why are you helping me?
Because I'm sick and tired of the corruption that's running through this city. People around here spend half their lives terrified about being backstabbed, and spend the rest of it planning on how they're going to screw over someone else. Something rotten is going on in this company, and one day, I hope to find out what it is.
I'm gonna guess, but do you enjoy working under her?
She's my boss. She's fine, I guess. Look, like I said, I don't want to get into serious trouble. She might be a bit tough on all of us, but being responsible for Neon's power grid is a very stressful position. Sometimes that stress trickles down.
How long has she been your boss?
I've only been working here for a few years now, and she's been my boss the entire time. Well, the big boss is our CEO, Mr. Harada. But I've actually never met him. He lives somewhere in New Atlantis, I think.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Sure, no problem. It was great speaking with you.
So, I must have already acquired the file, because I came in here a while ago. Alright. I wouldn't have a clue where to search for it in my inventory. Yeah. Let's just hang out in the neon glow of the Astral Lounge. And I will be back in a bit. And just to make sure. to say it's kind of a shame there aren't more places like the Astro Lounge in other locations. Like, why isn't there some kind of a club-like location in Aquila City or New Atlantis? Or, for that matter, why isn't there a club floor at the Red Mile? I know everybody there is all about, you know, watching the Red Mile, but how often does that actually happen? Doesn't really seem to, unless you, the player, do it. Alright, let's talk to, Walter, if we can find him. Or, hold on. Yeah, we're not doing that one right now. Acquire a warehouse key. We're at the point where I have to go through my quests to find where I need to go. Because I'm getting to that point. There's lots of things to do, and I think I did pretty good at remembering most of them. Most of them are pretty easy too, but you know, you just kind of go.
What are you looking at?
In a big circle, a weaving circle of sorts, oval.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from me.
But yeah, the biggest disappointment for me. Oh. I just have to get the. Okay. Hey, you!
Lost?
No.
You better keep walking. This is private property.
Mm-hmm. Open the door.
Nah, I don't think so. Neon's got a ranger, and you ain't him.
Well, I still need to get in there. It's important. And fun fact, you're gonna let me in.
Do you now?
I know there's a way to get past this. It doesn't have to come to violence.
Maybe so. You go in, talk to the man, and then you come right back out. Try anything stupid, and it's your funeral. This will get you in.
But yeah, the proper disappointment I have is actually in the overall quest design in this. There's not enough hooks to the quest givers. And they did it for some and they didn't do it for others, and it confuses me. But I've said that before, so I won't say any more on it. Like everything else, I can, you know, sure. But that truly bugs me.
Never met the boss. Does this operation even have a boss?
You seem like the boss type.
Well now, always happy to have a visitor. Tell me, what brings you by, friend? Little light on credits, are you?
Not exactly. What kind of operation you running here?
Oh, it's just a modest enterprise, really. You could call me an importer and exporter. Inherited the trade from my daddy. But I'm sure you ain't here about my business.
Yeah, your days of preying on desperate people are over.
Such harsh words. You wound me.
I'm sure I do.
Have I loaned credits to help those in need? Certainly. But that's no crime. I'm well within my rights to collect my due, and if payment is late, penalties shall apply.
No doubt Billy's brother was the victim of one of these penalties.
Don't test me. I'm not in the mood.
Oh, I intend you no offense. It just seems to me that you're trying to get involved in business that ain't yours. What's your stake in this anyway?
The idea of putting some fear in a scumbag like you sounded like fun.
If you think I'm afraid of some loudmouth deputy, you've got a lot to learn.
Mm-hmm. How about you leave Billy alone, or you'll have to deal with me?
How about I save us both some time and deal with you right now?
Oh, I wanted you to say that.
Shit! Rainforest!
Stop the ringing!
Seems we are clear.
Not quite. But we will be. Cleaning up Neon. One gang at a time.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Oh, trust me, I won't. Now that's another one that I don't know how they would resolve it, but once you've killed everyone, is it really still stealing? It is, according to that, is a stolen item, but like, really? Also, why is vacuum tape a stolen item? Vacuum tape should be like, what do you call it? Toilet paper, you know? Not exactly a high value element. I like that Andreja liked my option that time. That was nice. Ooh, money. I'll take some of that. I can understand why Digipicks are always a stolen item. That makes sense, but like, I can even understand why Zero Wire is a stolen object. Zero Wire being, you know, like a positron battery or an ICOSA-centered magnet or a microsecond regulator. Those are objects that you manufacture. You don't manufacture vacuum tape. You don't even use it, as far as I know. At least I don't think so. It doesn't get turned into adhesive, which is an object that you can utilize. You know, I understand. I even understand why a coffee mug would be considered a stolen object. And yes, of course, anything that you steal is a stolen object. But you know what I mean. Like when you're marking things, when you're tagging things as stolen or not stolen in a game where that's the only options, and one of the objects doesn't really offer any overt benefit, like toilet paper, even though it should. You know. Ow.
Good one. You are making a bit of a scene here.
It's not my fault. I forgot about him. I'm sorry. I'll try not to make a scene in the future. Are you hurt?
There is no one I would rather see right now. A good team always shares the load.
Yeah. Here. Let me give you a few items. Specifically, down here. This is the good stuff. It'll cure everything that ails you. There you go.
I will be here for you, as always.
Okay, so that took care of that. And I'm thinking that he's on the other side of this platform. Yeah, he's on the other side of this platform. So... is this on this side of the platform? I can't remember. No, it's not, because that's going to lead me to there. So is this on this side of the platform? No. Okay. Everything's on the other side, so we're going over to the other side. Place. So they could do cyberpunk without a visual aesthetic in this game. They have all the elements for cyberpunk, but then they didn't lean into it. The only thing they have is the neuroamps. Now, that's what they could do. You don't even have... so, allow me to go into my apparel and go down here to my neuroamp. Okay, so your neuroamps are these little things that attach to your cheek and your head, and they always attach in the same place. Here's what somebody, Bethesda, preferably, or a mod, could do. Don't even have to do too much. Similar to what you do with the neuro calm things, the neuro boosts and the neuro tax. You could put one on the other side, and I know there's ways to add apparel options. Put one on the other side and add some kind of a cyberpunky statistical thing. Like, currently what these three do is they just boost your diplomacy, your instigation, and your intimidation. Now, the only problem I have with that is intimidation and instigation and diplomacy are all skills that I don't use. Diplomacy, intimidation, and instigation. And the reason I don't use them is because when I open my scanner and I'm trying to target things to scan them, I don't want the various options that the scanner opens up to do that. Like, I don't like it. That's why I also don't take xenosociology or robotics, because it affects the gameplay in a way I don't prefer. And I don't want those skills to change. I don't want that, like, I just don't use them. So the reason I'm wearing it is just because I can. But what they could do, they could offer statistical bonuses by having a version of these things that just adds to your stats, right? Whatever your stats are. Much like food adds to, like, oh, here's suppressing addiction symptoms, and here's plus 15 to O2, and here's movement speed. There's a perfect example right there. Okay, now, while I understand food does all these things, And I believe there's even some apparel options, much like Fallout 4, that add a couple of things. Yeah, there you go. +5 persuasion chance. Okay, this is what you do. In apparel, make it easy. You can take it off, you can put it on, just like you can in the game Cyberpunk. Make an option for objects that is cyberware. You can have it visually represented by just little things on your, like, if it affects your hands, have little things on your hands. If it seems like it would affect your head, have this thing on the opposite side, you know, there you go. Or don't worry about it. It's all internal. Your skin doesn't get affected. And yes, you're leaving out some options like the mantis claws and the gorilla grip thing and some other stuff. But keep it simple. Just cyberware, add to this stat, add to that stat, add to another stat. Increase your health, increase your movement speed, increase your stealth, increase your whatever, you know, the various statistics that this game has that you'd want to increase. Your stamina, your O2 recovery, which is your stamina. There you go. Critical damage. I don't know, just all kinds of various things, so that you could have a bunch of, and much like the neurotech, whatever, there's 3 different versions. Do the same thing with cyberware. Cyberware, Persuader 1. Whatever, you know. Then it wouldn't feel like all the cybernetic and cybertech and cyberdocs and cyber this are basically useless, which they are currently. Like, for the most part, the backgrounds that deal in cyber technologies are kind of pointless. There's a bit of Ryujin stuff involved, but not. It's like, if you really want to get into cyber technologies, you're going to play an entire other game. What I'd like is not to desire to play that game to have some cyber technology. Anyway.
Take it easy.
Excuse me. You look like somebody I'm looking for.
You want the
Oh, yeah. I love her music so much.
Me too.
You're a fan of Borealis too? I vibe with that bird hard. She's a beast on the beats. And I love her. Got a track in me head right now. Boom! 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 Yeah, hear it? It's bloody mood, innit? I just need some more Aurora so I can get me head bobbing with the wave. Find that zone.
I think your head's bobbing enough. I may be able to help you out with that Aurora if you give me something in return. Borealis Slate?
Yeah, which is why it pains me to be here and not in the Astral Lounge. I can't stand being away from that place. And, but I can't listen to Borealis if I'm not zoning. That bird's song deserves the best eye Aurora can fly.
Yeah, she needs her slate back. Give it to me.
There's no way in hell I'm giving you this.
Oh, you are?
This slate brings me closer to her. As her biggest fan, I feel like I deserve to have it.
I love it when people say they're somebody's biggest fan. How can you even quantify that? I'm gonna convince you.
Why would I part with the one thing that connects me to her?
Because if you don't, then I'm gonna kill you. But Borealis would be so grateful to you if you return it.
Really? I didn't think she even knew who I was. As much as I hate to admit it, you're right. Okay, you can have the slate. But next time I stop by, I want to hear a mod so sick it beats the piss out of my brain.
I'll beat the piss out of your brain.
I wasn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do what it takes. If the disciples spot you, they're gonna attack straight away.
I took out some disciples to do it, but I got your slate.
So, stealth was a no-go.
Well,
but
I didn't say that.
Shit. You took all of them out.
The
strikers can use that.
Not only did I not say that, but I didn't do that.
Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning.
It's like no one listens to me. And game developers didn't think that there might be two options in the same... Two things can be true. I used stealth, and I killed them. Well, let's take this slow. Not sure about you.
Usually, we're an all-in type of thing. But for you, I'll make an exception.
I figured you might.
You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
Being grounded is just the worst. Absolute worst. So, you're part of the gang now, huh? Welcome, then. Don't be too put out if it takes a while for the hooligans to warm up to you. They ain't big on outsiders.
Everyone seems wonderful to me. What do you mean?
Really? They are? Son of a bitch. So apparently it's just me they had a problem with. I mean, I wasn't at my best, but still. Really classy.
Us outsiders have to stick together. I would have pegged you for a local.
Me? No and hell no. I used to be a trader. Had a top-of-the-line tile, a flush bank account. I was at the top of my game. Then one really epic crash at the Astro Lounge and poof, gone. Bye-bye. Woke up in the gutter, and I've been trying to crawl out ever since.
And you crawled out into a gang? There's a cautionary tale here somewhere.
And I'm the poster child. Anyway, you need anything else?
What exactly do you do for the gang?
I have a few hustles of my own. Plus, I'm not bad at a bit of the stand and deliver. Haven't had to end too many people. Yet. Times are bad now, though.
And have you kicked your Aurora habit?
Yeah. Well, maybe. Man, when you're tripping Aurora, it's like nothing else. But it can eat you up. Stay clear, kid. Trust me on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, catch you later.
What about you?
The disciples will pay. With interest. So you're part of the team now. Alright, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right?
You should probably be the one trying to stay on my good side.
Oh, you want to start something, do you? Just kidding. You're part of our messed up family now. Not going to lie, you've come to us during a shit time. Wasn't that long ago that we held our own against the disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well, did you want something?
How are the disciples beating you? Is it a hard question?
Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. All of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down.
How did your little beef with the disciples start?
Everything was pretty fine till a couple years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the disciples wanted all of Ebside. It's been blood and knives ever since. Yeah, goodbye.
Tell me more.
I think you're gonna fit in well. Really well.
Are the strikers safe here?
Madame Sauvage is a serious player in Ebside. For previous favors rendered, she's protecting us. And even the disciples won't go against her. But we take one step outside, and all bets are off.
And how'd you wind up in charge?
I had another life, but I lost it all. Taken from me. Vogel and I were cast out on the street. We couldn't find work after months. Things got dark. So crime was the only option. We picked up misfits and unfortunates from there, but all of them fighters. Willing to do anything it takes.
And how bad are things now?
The disciples have got the numbers. They've got the guns. What we have left are the diehards. But we are a family. We genuinely care about each other and have each other's back. So, we may be down, but we are not beaten.
Every gang says that.
We'll talk later.
And what can you
The
offer?
only ones you can trust are family. Huh. So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong.
Why didn't she warn me then?
Andrea has lost more than any of us. She used to be a pilot, had a ship, a life, everything. Now she walks the hard road of staying clean. Leaves her in a bad mood, pretty much always.
Well, she can join the long line of people wishing me harm.
We are more alike than I thought. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak.
I'm usually not. You grew up here all alone?
Oh yes. Every day a different struggle. To stay alive, to stay good in the head. But the strikers and Briggs took me in, gave me a family. I will do anything to protect them. And I mean anything.
Had no idea it's so hard here.
Those that live are strong and desperate. Like us. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs. Signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance.
Well, point the way.
Here are 3 locations. Good. If you need things too, I can hook you up. It's my job to make sure all the strikers have what they need. Good luck.
What do you got?
A lot of the signs are high up. Be careful up there. Very dangerous. Here's what I have.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
Stay safe.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity?
No thanks. I mean, technically I already bought them, but I don't really drink anything except alien broth and eat it. I don't eat anything except alien jerky. Good stuff. All right. Okay, let's actually go do that one first. Which I think might be on the other side. I can't remember. Madam. Sauvage. Place. I was wrong.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them at least 3 times now. They hit the bars, buy a lot of drinks, and talk up how great they are, how their unit almost won the war single-handed.
In other words, they're recruiting.
Yeah, pretty successful, too. The locals really eat up that former war heroes crap. It's been more than 20 years. You'd think nobody would care anymore.
To a lot of people, war heroes is exactly what they were.
I was thinking about getting
I
some
know what you
work
mean.
done and
When I was a kid, my friends and I used to pretend we were 1st Cavalry soldiers fighting off imaginary UC troops.
A lot of kids played that game.
All right.
Did you talk to Goodman?
Yeah, we, talked. I solved your problem. Now tell me what I need to know.
Well, have you got any proof?
When a ranger says they're gonna do something, they do it. Now start talking.
Okay. Time for me to keep my end of the bargain. The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit, and she's been throwing money around, so it must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
All right. Back to Madame Sauvage's then. Madame.
You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries...
Sauvages.
Madame. Sauvages.
Back again.
Howdy.
Oh, great.
Grace.
A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Now that's what I call real conviction. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered.
You shouldn't
Anyway,
be.
this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it.
Look, there's no need to make this difficult.
That remains to be seen. I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right?
Look, I don't play games. I know you stole the ship, and you're gonna tell me why.
Fine, yes. I jacked the ship. But look, I was just a contractor. I didn't even keep the ship. I gave it to some men. It was just a quick, clean job. I made sure nobody got hurt.
You provided the means for mercenaries to intimidate and threaten an innocent person.
Look, they didn't tell me what they were gonna do.
Uh-huh.
How was I supposed to know they were gonna go after some farmer?
You should have asked when you took the contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't.
Look. Just tell me what you know.
It's not that simple.
It is that simple. You don't seem to understand. I need this information now.
I do understand. I'm trying to figure out a way to help you, okay?
You talk. That's how you help me. No deals until I get some answers.
All right, fine. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since.
Did she say why the First needed the Hope Tech ship?
Only some kind of offhanded comment about their client wanting to expand the operation ahead of schedule. In my line of work, you learn not to ask a lot of questions. Tends to make people uncomfortable.
And, did she say where she was being treated?
No, but it sounded serious. She was upset. Seemed kind of shaken, you know? Didn't seem right I should pry, so I didn't.
Okay, go on.
Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know?
Anyone in the First give you a way to contact them?
No. Nothing at all. Left me feeling a little disappointed, given how well they paid me.
And, Marco, did you get a location?
Not so much as a hint. I'll tell you. He's as cagey a fixer as I've ever met.
Bankrolling the First must take a lot of money. Sure, he's got all kinds of side hustles going on.
Anything you know about the people you delivered the ship to?
Nothing, really. I was told when and where to meet them. They paid me what I was owed, and that was it.
Well, I think we're done here.
Works for me.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone can crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go.
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
Oh. You're welcome. Guess I ain't used to the law being so polite.
Well, I'm a different kind of law.
Nothing like a velocity after a rough shift in Xeno.
Alright, what do we got next? Go to Aquila City? I don't think so. That's at the clinic. Borealis we can take care of after. That's elsewhere. We'll do displays of power another time. I'm not really interested in joining the strikers. I'll do it, but not for the specificity. Alright, let's go talk to Walter.
Makes you forget how bad you stink.
There's still a bunch to do in Neon 2. It looks like we're done. Oh, no. We still got a bunch of underbelly stuff to do. There's, I think, some more elsewhere anyway.
Talk to Ranger Shadid at the Rock. He should be able to help with that encrypted slate.
I will do that when next I go there, which won't be anytime soon. Oh yeah, we need to talk to... Let's go do that. You know what? What we have to do is look through our stinking notes, of which we have 1,000,000, and see if we can find... Hold on. No, that's not it. Do survey data. No. Okay, that.
Can't you see I'm busy, Estelle?
That didn't seem to give me any aid. In talking with her. Alrighty.
This is an official bounty.
My namesake, sort of. I don't remember if I actually read these.
Crimson Fleet.
It said there was something in there, but I don't... right. I don't recall what I took from there, and it didn't seem to help me in my negotiation with her. So either I never read it, and...
Alright, Neva went for it.
that's why I didn't get the help, or I did read it and it just didn't help me. And I don't even know what it's called at this point, because I got it the last time I streamed, which was a couple days ago. I know what those are. And I don't know exactly what I'm even looking for. Because the conventions of naming in this are not particularly.
All right, Ben. What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night?
It's the numbers, Ayumi. I don't like what I'm seeing.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set up that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
If Generdyne was showing a profit, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
I think that's it.
How the hell am I supposed to make a profit when all I have is your brother, idiot, my chief technician?
I choose your next words very carefully. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training. Raise the utility costs to your clients, custom staff. I don't care how you do it. I want Generdyne's profit soaring by the end of the month. And if I ever hear you talking about bracing like that again, well, I'm sure you can imagine the consequences.
Hi, is Alania? Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to pick up an order for Imogene.
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promote?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody?
Well, first of all, I'm not a nobody. Second of all, who's Ularu Chen?
You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead.
Sounds like it's not my problem, but what happened?
Who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal.
Well, all I did was respond to an ad.
Hearing that ad should have been the first sign they were gonna get rid of me. I bet Ularu was just waiting for the moment to hire you. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
I believe you have grossly misunderstood the situation. If you put the gun down, perhaps we can come to an understanding.
What do you mean by it's either you or me?
You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, I got fired. They don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees. It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands.
Well, look. As much as I want to just blast you right now, my wife seems to want me to talk you down, so let's talk about this.
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed.
I'm highly trained. You attack me, you die.
You can't be that good. Not yet. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
Haha. Look, she gave you the chance for me to talk you down. So I'm not making that promise.
Figured. Promises aren't exactly in the Ryujin spirit. I guess that's my cue to leave. Let's just hope we never see each other again.
The man gave you a chance. It seems only fair that you should do the same for him if the situation arises.
We'll see what happens, Andreja.
Hey,
So,
no
about that
worries
coffee.
on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them.
That's apparently the plan. What can you tell me about that guy?
Tomo had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now. Lots of ambition. Dying to get up that food chain, if you know what I mean. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming.
And how do you think Ryujin will handle it?
Ryujin has connections everywhere. Even Benjamin Bayou. You know, the very man that runs Neon. They're practically untouchable around here. Just getting in with them, you're setting yourself up for life. Well, provided you don't get fired first, of course.
Well, I'm sorry about all that happened.
Are you serious? That's the most excitement I've had in months. I feel like I should be thanking you.
I still need to pick up that order?
Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Alrighty. Now, let's go talk to Kamiko. Why is everybody freaking out now?
You're really going to walk?
Kamiko.
Bring back the money for the pass. Or are you continuing to waste my time?
This is all you're getting.
Fine. It'll have to do. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you though. Once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high security zone. That means they shoot on sight. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Howdy.
Just know the only reason you're still alive is my wife doesn't like it when I kill people indiscriminately. Technically, it's not indiscriminate. I mean, it's an option. But Andreja doesn't like it. She would prefer I handle things with my words. And I have the best words in the business.
You're really going to walk?
Yes, I am going to walk on by. Alright, yeah, let's continue on this. I don't know why people are flipping out, but... Actually, you know what? Let's do displays of power.
We have everything you want out of Neon and more.
Oh my god!
Okay, that one's taking me to an elevator. Oh, yeah. No, never mind. Let's do that later. I forgot. Okay. Let's go talk to Walter. Wait a minute. Who's shooting at me? You've made a mistake.
Do they have anything of value?
That's why everybody was freaking out. Yep. Perfect 10. Alright, it wasn't a perfect 10. I didn't do a 3-point landing. If you don't do a 3-point landing, you can't get better than a 9.
If this shift doesn't end soon, my man is
Galbank
not gonna
ATMs
be...
are spread throughout the settled system, so you can do your banking.
Hello, Walter.
Is everything ready?
Found out the seller is pretty desperate. Should give us an edge.
Excellent. Good work. Let's head to the Astral Lounge. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation, just in case. Good luck, all of you.
You know, Walter, we are going to discuss that speech at some point.
Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them, larger than normal, big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers.
You don't know what the seller looks like?
It's not like people who trade in stolen goods are eager to share personally identifying information.
Use the code phrase, identify the seller. Got it.
Code phrases? Under different circumstances, Walter, I think you might have made an adequate smuggler.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking?
Actually, you're busy just standing there. I'm with Ramsey and Travers.
Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
Hey there, Mickey.
I'm gonna need a heads up if you're reassigning. I wanna get a couple of drinks to go.
Nah, you stay here at the Astro Lounge. It's where you belong. Walter?
I just saw our seller walk by. Good job.
You know you owe me all the money when this is over.
I know, I'm leaning on you a lot. What can I say? You're reliable. It's what top performers are made of. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound?
And if things get messy?
That's why you're here. Hopefully our combined countenance will be enough, but grabbing the artifact and running is an option. Just do me a favor and treat it as a last resort. I have a reputation.
Don't worry, Walter. I won't make you run. I won't make you. But before we go there, let's go give this slate to Borealis. Hey there, Bor.
What's up?
Found your slate. Turns out a fan picked it up.
A fan? Really? Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They can get pretty possessive. Doesn't matter if it's my things or my time.
True, but that's the price of fame.
And I pay it too often. Sometimes I just want to quit all this and make music for me. But that doesn't keep the aurora flowing or the lights on. So, we make do. But, sounds like it all worked out in the end. I've got my slate, which means the people will get their trip. Inspiration's like a wave. Sometimes, it's hard to catch it before the break. That's what this slate is. A still wave. A feeling frozen in time. And I appreciate you bringing it back to me.
Is it still in good shape?
Yeah, it looked like nothing was downloaded or tampered with. I'm almost glad it was taken by a fan instead of a competitor. Would have been awful to lose that thing. I was working on a brand new concept piece about floating into the center of existence. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm still working out the last few sections, but eventually I'll give it a spin in the Astral Lounge. Thanks again for finding that thing. Next time, I'll try and keep an eye on it.
Well, you enjoy sailing through the stars of your music.
Hope you enjoy the show.
I actually do. I like the music in the Astral Lounge. It's a little bit repetitive, but it's decent for what it is. I assume you're on my side.
I see you wearing that neural ramp. Don't try any of that mind control voodoo on me, pal.
Don't worry. I don't really use it. I just like how it looks.
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous.
I'm standing. Deal with it.
Flexing the muscles already, huh? Fine.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind, and I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in?
Stop bluffing. We know you need to sell quickly.
Oh, really? And how do you know that? Who talked?
Does it matter? We know you're in a fix, and we're still willing to buy. For the agreed-upon amount.
I got people after me, okay? I can't just settle on what we agreed on. I need more so I can disappear.
That's not our problem. We came here expecting one amount. Now you want another.
You telling me Walter Stroud ain't got the cash? I'll walk out of this booth right now.
No, you won't.
What the? Security!
Security and I have an understanding. They're not coming in.
As you can see, we're in control. Take advantage of our generosity. Take the money.
All right. Okay. It's all yours. Hope I never see any of you people ever again.
That's the plan.
Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home, shall we?
We shall.
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah. Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon. Am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
Security. We don't need to do this. Don't die just to get a rock back.
It's my employer's property. That's all I need to know. You gonna make me shoot you?
It won't go well for you. Give me a chance to talk to Slayton directly and we can sort this out.
I'm listening. Huh. All right. But Nicholas Slayton isn't a man you want after you. Good luck with that.
Sending on men into the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly.
All right.
You good?
Asa. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
There goes our way out.
So much for this being easy, Walter. Who is Nicholas Slayton, anyway?
The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Engines, thrusters.
Yeah, I have a few on my ship. How did they know it was us?
The same way everything works on Neon. Money. It's terrible at keeping secrets.
True. Alright. Looks like we need to get Slayton off our backs then.
Agreed. Have a talk with the man himself.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if we can make an appointment.
Absolutely. Hello.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you?
We're here to make an appointment to see Nicholas Slayton.
I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man.
Oh, but I'm sure he'll see me. I've got an exciting business opportunity to discuss with him.
Maybe I can see if he has just a moment. Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you. Just use the elevator.
All right, then.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter. Taking what's mine, then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right, we've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay?
Okay.
I'm aware of the irony of me continuing to say it'll be easy. But it'll be easy.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on. That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end. Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork.
Something quiet. Stealth lasers. Wouldn't be in a marksman weapon. It would be under AW. If I have it. Equinox, stealth lasers, stealth lasers. Too slow. Probably too low. We discovered that doesn't have enough damage. 13. Oh! I don't think it actually... Yeah, there we go, 13. But still, it has 30 rounds.
Nothing, guys.
Prepare for temporal shenanigans.
Shame we cannot just break it open.
Security is on full alert. No point.
Okay. I love how Andreja and Walter were on the other side of a door they couldn't have possibly been on the other side of. Oh, video games. I love you. Still gonna open this. We're just going to not go through the door on the other side. In fact,
Shame we
we're
cannot
gonna
just
close
break
the
it
other
open.
door. And wow, this gun was basically worthless, so we're gonna have to break out a different one. Just in case. I want to look around.
do this!
Time to get back to it, I guess.
The room below you is clear. Drop down.
Are you quite sure you want to hold on to that?
Stop. One of the doors leads you right into the open. I'm unlocking a safe route. Opening the door on your right. Go now.
Seriously?
Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hall.
But I want to head right. Never let me do anything fun. Oh, hi.
Security is on full alert. No point.
Aww. That's why I quick saved. Temporal shenanigans. That's a ship from another save that I'm preparing. Alright.
Wait. It's walking down the hall. Go now, straight across through the door. Keep going, all the way to the end.
See, why can't I? Why can't I pickpocket somebody that I downed via a KO?
Security is on full alert.
Aww. Well, that's just wrong. That employee shouldn't have been there in the little passageway. Door should have been closed. Going through here with Walter is as problematic as it is, but going through here with Walter and Andreja is, well, it's a thing.
Wait. It's walking down the hall. Go now, straight across through the door. Keep going, all the way to the end.
Bad dog.
Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters. robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate. Go now! Let me just get that for you. Security is on full alert.
Okay, that also shouldn't have happened.
No.
No. No. But I didn't quick save after we passed through the one area. I think it expects you to just run. One more time. It's time to celebrate.
Wait. It's walking down the hall. Go now, straight across to the door. Keep going, all the way to the end.
You didn't see anything.
Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters.
What if we go up this way? That's that room that we went through before. Or went past. So, pointless.
Another robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate. Let me just get that for you. You know the routine. Up the vent. It's a short one, I promise.
Really short.
Almost there. Door on the right.
The hell happened in here?
There's the door. It should take you outside.
Outside? You expect us to climb up the trade tower?
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well, I guess after you.
And away we go. First try. Never a mistake. So that's part of the problem I have with the stealth, and part of the problem a lot of people have with the stealth in this game. How do they even know where I am? I'm using a suppressor. I didn't knock anybody out that they would have even noticed because they're up there. But the game has a weird way of treating stealth where, especially on a mission like this, it's not about your stealth, it's about, oh, well, we're just gonna, if you do anything to any one of these guys, they're all gonna notice immediately. Because what you're supposed to do on this mission is literally just sneak past them. Or blast all of them. It doesn't take into account the idea that maybe you can just pop one, bring them unconscious, and then one at a time sneak past them as they lay on the ground drooling. It never even for a second considers another option. Because the developers said, well, this is a sneaking mission, or you can blast everyone. Well, I can blast everyone and it's a sneaking mission. Yeah, you're supposed to, by the way the developers want you. You walk up there, and then you come all the way up and around here to this little thing where I was. And then you come around here, and then you're supposed to sneak around through these things, and they have a very specific patrol pattern that they keep so that you can walk past them without getting seen, blah, blah, blah. It's super easy with this power, by the way. It's actually extremely difficult without it, unless you know their patterns and or spend a lot of time staring at them, etc., which is perfectly valid when you're doing stealth. I usually spend a lot of time doing that myself. But again, my point is, why, like, the one guy noticed the other guy without seeing him. How'd you notice? You didn't see him. And then these two up here, they couldn't see that guy down there. They were back here when I shot him. That's why I waited till they were back here, there. Not that it matters, because that's not how this particular thing goes. And while I could kill them, that's not the point. I'm trying to be a nice person and not kill them.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
Oh, hi.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here?
Call off your guard, Slayton, and release my ship.
You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate.
Not really.
Although, I do count a few more guns on my side.
You'd be surprised how your numbers might be more, but my guns are going to be more impressive. I wouldn't trust your mercs. They haven't stopped us so far.
You do make a bold point, but that doesn't resolve our current dilemma.
Perhaps I can help. We're both people of business, Nicholas. In the same industry, no less.
Yes, I'm beginning to see the opportunity. There is, however, one final detail to disclose. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves.
Clearly you want him dead.
I yield to your judgment. You've more than proven yourself capable of resisting any course of action I attempt to dictate to you.
Hey, you're smart.
That seems a bit extreme for the circumstances.
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
Don't worry, Walter. I don't just kill everyone I meet. Though I am going in hard just in case. You all be calm up there. We won't have any problems. Ooh. Looks like you're in a bad way. But just in case.
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor.
Where's the money?
Slayton took it all. Probably in one of his secure accounts somewhere.
I'll settle up with him later. Arbitration, lawyers, all that nonsense.
Why'd you steal the artifact?
10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. You damn right I stole that thing. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. But the truth is, it's all about who steals the most and gets away with it.
Lessons not to learn in Neon. He wants me to decide what to do with you.
Please, I was just trying to sell a product, okay? Isn't that why we're all here?
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all, even if we have found ourselves working with the man he stole from.
We're letting you go. You should probably get out of Neon while you can.
Thank you.
Use this opportunity to alter the trajectory of your life. You may not receive another chance.
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well. I'll clear things up with the authorities. You're free to go.
Time to go. Let's talk more back at the ship.
Sure. But first, what's in here? Interesting. It's not stealing, so I'll take it all. What's in here? None of his plans exactly worked out. I'll just close that for a moment, so that I can be hidden while I steal some contraband, if there's any in here.
I hope this is worth the effort.
Lots of books, nothing of worth. Well, that was disappointing. I'll take that. Anything else in here that you think I should have? No? You have a nice day. Or a bad one. I don't really care. And back into the elevator we go. One assumes we won't get stuck this time. Everybody be cool.
Mr. Slayton is done with you.
Oh, man. You should be glad I'm not in a bad mood. Also, wash your face. Good grief. So, we would go to the lobby, but I'm going to show you my penthouse. Andreja's seen it, but you haven't, Walter. Walter, I hope you have a boost pack equipped. Andreja, I know you've got one somewhere. We're taking the long way down. 'Cause you see, I have some contraband on me, and some of that contraband is very specifically Aurora, and this city doesn't like it when you take contraband with you. I hope you're well practiced. Huh! And we are out of here. We'll definitely be back. We left a number of things undone, but couple of things. I want to get this stuff to the lodge. Or, not the lodge, my home. And then we need to go to the lodge.
Deal with a man who
just dead. I guess we can call that a win. What do you think?
You and your wife are cute together.
Thank you. I guess. Some people call Issa a jewel, but she's more than that to me. I can't really describe it. There's a me, and her, and an us. And I wouldn't trade the us for all the credits in Neon.
I know how you feel.
All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star. Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me.
You're forgiven.
Liftoff complete. Let's go home.
Hell of a view from here.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for less. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
No, it's a tryhard ship. Ship's not an existing design and not made of a material I recognize.
You see much, but our ship is created from a power beyond your understanding. Its semblance to your own vessels only aids us in masking our presence. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
No one, especially not you, determines our worth.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge or drown in it.
Call yourselves whatever you want. You're just thieves to me.
A sentiment that is shared by my kind about you.
We're not the ones making threats.
Your moral grandstanding is hollow, as is your position. Make up your mind, or we will act.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance.
No. I'm blasting them into space dust.
You really want to risk a straight fight with an enemy we know nothing about? We need to regroup. Bide our time.
We can wait no longer.
Out of here!
Prepare yourselves for oblivion.
Edge it down. Well, I don't know about you, but I've never heard of these Starborn. The speculation part of my brain is in overdrive. We need to regroup at the lodge immediately. Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
Agreed, we should not delay.
Well, we're gonna delay. Because you see, I've got a lot of contraband on me, and I'm gonna get rid of it. Sort of.
Drive spinning down. Systems green.
discover.
Landing commencing.
But before we do any of that, I think that that's going to end it for today. I'll sort through the stash between videos, and until next time, I will thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the stars. I'll just point myself at the exit so that I know what I'm doing, in theory. Oh, and eat again. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the stars.